Hello everyone. Today is October 16th, 2011. My name is Silverfish and you're watching Overgrowth Weekly number 44. And here as usual is Anton.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Yay, hi
Finally.
Anton.
Hi. Sorry for the delay.
No problem, how's it going, man?
Pretty good. I mean, overall, just keeping busy. How
Awesome,
about
awesome.
you?
It's going quite well. I've recorded
Nice.
some, actually today I just recorded some Overgrowth footage I'm going to release in the week on the YouTube channel.
Nice.
So if you guys aren't already subscribed to the YouTube channel, I don't know why you wouldn't be, but you know, just go to youtube.com/ogweekly and subscribe right there, man. Maybe you're watching this from the YouTube channel in that case. Awesome. Just click the subscribe button.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah. So we're going to have some content there during the week, so that's going to be cool. But let's actually move right into the show since we're already a bit delayed, so... Yes, indeed. Today we have some pretty cool stuff for you guys. We have some pretty cool stuff. We have very mixed stuff, actually. We have both music stuff, we have videos, we have mods, etc. So a very diverse episode this week. But the first thing we're going to take a look at is, of course, the Humble Frozen Synapse Key competition winner. So last week we announced the competition that we would hold to... Okay, let me take this from the beginning. We got two keys for the Humble Frozen Synapse bundle. Okay. The first key we decided to give away to the one who could figure out or come up with the best idea to give away the second key. And the guy who got the first key was Jack the Awesome, so congratulations once again to Jack the Awesome. Yes, and his idea for giving away the second key was to design an Overgrowth Weekly logo. So we have gotten a few submissions to this competition. We should first go through some of the submissions, I think.
Makes sense to me.
So we said that we would not judge, you know, the actual quality of the drawing as much as we would judge the idea of the logo that you made. So by doing that, if you could draw like a few lines on a paper, you would be able to participate in this competition.
Yep.
So we have this one here, for instance, by Aduga, which is I think a bit too high tech for being an Overgrowth related logo, but still.
Yeah.
Still. And then we have a bit less serious one, I hope, because we have this cat that is... It's actually not... I think he said he wasn't teabagging the rabbit. He was... I think the rabbit had passed out and it was applying some kind of ointment to its face or something, right?
Yeah, hard to say.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to tell, but that's what's going on there, so you don't need to worry about that. He's not actually teabagging the rabbit. And then we have this logo, kind of... it's a forest. It's a forest, and there's something that's actually destroying the forests, which makes me kind of sad. But yeah, there's that, and then we have Andridge's logo. I don't know if we missed any logos, but now that we past this one, I think everyone agrees that there is not really any question about who won this competition.
Yep.
Okay, we have actually got 2 minutes ago. We got a new one by Confused. So let's actually look at that one. This might
Really?
This might actually be something.
Good.
Yeah, this seems like it's not much. Let's see.
Well, it's like a calendar.
Yeah, exactly. It's like a calendar. Yes.
Which is kind of cool.
Yeah,
The only thing that What's that?
Yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say what I was missing um, is that it doesn't really say anything about Overgrowth or Overgrowth Weekly. That's the only thing that I could see that's missing sort of from it.
Yeah, it doesn't seem as much as a logo as much as it seemed like maybe it would be an element on, like maybe it could be used in conjunction with advertising Overgrowth Weekly or something.
Yes, I do see that definitely being a possibility if he wants to let us do it. Because it is cool. You still have the, sort of the spiral binding is an overgrowing tree, like, or an overgrowing vine or something. And yeah, I think it's actually kind of a cool concept,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But still, I do think that Andridge is going to be the winner of this competition. We didn't get too many applicants. Is that no? Competitors?
Submissions.
What?
Yeah, competitors works.
Yeah, competitors. But this one is actually very good, and yeah, congratulations to Andridge. You win this competition. Nice job, man.
Nice. So we need to figure out a way to get you your key. I think that's the big issue. So you can either email, I guess, OG Weekly. Is it ogweekly@gmail.com?
Yes, indeed.
Yep. You could email Silverfish there, or meet us in IRC or anything like that. We just will have to verify that it really is you somehow.
Yeah.
But yeah. But let us know, and you can have your key for the Humble Frozen Synapse bundle.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah, once again, congratulations. And I'm actually thinking about. I really like this logo. It looks great, and I like the color scheme and everything. So yeah.
Yep.
We're
Yeah, I think
definitely
it's
going
gonna
to
be
use this for the site.
Yep. Excited to implement it, and I like that it not only has a logo, but it also has the weekly number that can be added to it, and there's a lot that really goes into what this looks like. I think it's great.
Yeah, it's awesome. So yeah, that's going to be awesome for the future of Overgrowth Weekly.
Yep. So
cool.
Thanks a bunch, Andridge.
Yes, and thanks to all of the competitors for accepting the challenge.
Exactly.
And
thanks, guys.
Yes, so thanks. That's the bundle. And let us move on to the weekly alpha for this week. And this alpha, let me warn you, it was amazing. This alpha is one of those alphas that come once every
in a
month.
development cycle.
In a development cycle, yeah, something like that. It's yeah. I mean, compared to last week we had almost only bug fixes, I think.
Yep, pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much almost only bug fixes. So having an alpha with awesome new features like this is quite the treat compared to that.
Yep.
I mean, sure, we do like optimizations and bug fixes and all of that stuff, but it just gets that much better when we get some new stuff to play around with. Okay, so let's take a look at the... there we go. Let's take a look at the list here. Okay, first we have Stealth Chokehold with Tethered Movement. And if you, like me, don't know what tethered means, when I first read it, it means shared. So... Stealth Chokehold with shared movement.
Right. Or a connected movement might also be a way to translate that word.
Yes, indeed.
So I think the important aspect about that is the tethering is he's connecting two character players or two characters together, so the animation works for both.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is pretty awesome, and then once they're attached, you're actually able to move around, and both characters will move together. So It's pretty awesome.
Yes, indeed. So there you go. You just saw me murder this guy brutally. So that's cool. I actually remember that I have a mod installed right now that allows me to move at normal speed and jump around and stuff when I'm when I'm pulling this ragdoll around. So please note that you're not seeing the vanilla experience right here. Maybe I should actually remove that mod. Nah, it's gonna be fun. Let's mix this.
It's such a fun mod, though.
Yeah, it's an awesome mod. Okay, so let's mix this. We're not going to go through as much as Ramuli's mod. It's made by Ramulis, right? I'm not...
Yes.
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 We're not going to go through that mod when we get to it in the agenda. Instead, we're going to show it off right here. Okay, fixed camera movement issues with level and UI. As you saw when I won the level, earlier you had the mouse cursor and then the actual screen would move around while
you were trying to click continue or restart. So
yes, exactly. So as you can see, I can now move my mouse around without my screen moving around. You couldn't do that before. So that's cool.
Right. Yep. That's an important change.
Yeah, I feel like it felt very unfinished before they added that, so yeah. That's good.
Yep.
And then of course we have the body dragon, which takes us to this mod that I was talking about. Okay, so you can drag bodies around. That's cool, because you can grab him and kind of move him around and such. What Ramulis did is he made it so that you can move as fast as you want while doing that. So here I go. I'm pretty strong, aren't I?
You can drag them and jump around and throw bodies just like you wanted.
Yay! I can now throw dead rabbits at Anton. This is going to be so great.
No! Too bad we are not on local computers with controllers.
Yeah. And then you have this spaghetti arm effect you can get if you throw him around a bit too much. It's pretty cool.
Love it.
Yeah, so this is awesome. I mean, dragging around bodies in general, it feels very Hitman style when you do that.
Yeah.
But what David has made that make dragging bodies around more awesome than it is in, for example, Hitman and any other game that I can think of where you can drag around bodies, is that you're not like infinitely strong when you drag around the bodies.
Right.
In this game, if something gets in your way when you're dragging it, you can't drag it any further. In other games, you would just like drag it through anything, like you were Superman or something.
Yeah.
But you can't do that in Overgrowth, so that makes it feel much better.
Absolutely. And it can sometimes feel a little frustrating when you're trying to drag a body up a hill, but then you realize, oh yeah, I don't know if I really could drag a body up a hill or around a tight corner or something like that.
Yeah, exactly.
The other thing that's really awesome about this body dragging that David talks about as well in the video, but I think it's worth pointing out again, is that the animation is completely procedural except for the leaning over. The body leaning over is that, but the legs and the hands being attached and even the ragdolled body that's following around you is all being created procedurally throughout the game. So it's adapting to whatever you're walking on, and yeah, that's one of the very cool things about having a combined procedural plus keyframe animation system is that you're able to do something like this actually very easily animation-wise.
Yeah, indeed. I personally really love procedural animation stuff in general. Like, I think it's awesome, so... And this is like a perfect example showing off why it's awesome with procedural animation.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, that's that feature. Very, very nice. That's the super awesome one. And of course the stealth chokehold. So now you now have a stealth attack in the game. And it changes how a lot of the previously released levels work. Because the stealth attacks, it was kind of like, it was meant, you were supposed to be able to stealth kill enemies in the levels, it felt like, but you weren't able to. Which kind of made it weird, but now you can, so it changes how a lot of levels play out actually.
Right.
The problem with the body dragon right now, though, is that the AI doesn't respond to bodies being dead on the ground. So it's kind of meaningless right now, other than it's incredibly fun and a cool thing to do.
Right.
But he's yet to implement something that makes the AI go like, oh, why is my friend dead? Why is Mr. Dude dead? And where is the guy
there
who
danger
killed him?
nearby? And yeah, exactly. And I think that will come out soon. I think.
Yeah, hopefully
Very
we'll
soon.
see it in this week's alpha.
Exactly.
Which brings us to another related thing, which is that David is actually trying out releasing alphas on Sundays now, right?
That's the idea. Yeah.
So
So a day earlier.
yeah, he used to release them on Monday evening, correct?
Yes.
Which for me would be like early Tuesday morning. So for me now it's going to be early Monday morning, living in Sweden, and for you US people it's going to be Sunday evening.
Yeah, although Sunday evening really Pacific Coast time, which is, if it's 10 p.m. or 11 p.m. Pacific Coast time, then everyone else is early Monday morning anyway. So
Yeah, true.
we're in this time zone, we're kind of at the end of the day, so to speak. So a lot of the world is ahead of us. So
So that's cool. I don't know what do you think about releasing it one day earlier? Do you have any thoughts about that at all?
I think that it's actually probably going to be good, because if he takes the weekends off, or something like that, I can't imagine that he's coding 7 days a week. So having Sundays be kind of a light day when he can make a video and make a release before the week starts is actually going to be pretty beneficial to him, to having a really solid work week. So I think that it's probably for the best for him. So I think it makes sense.
Yeah, I think it makes sense too. It feels better also. To me, it feels much better to have it on Monday than on Tuesday. It feels like it makes more sense. Because Sunday is the beginning/end of the week, and Monday is the beginning of the week for some people. Yeah, depending on how you look at it. Instead of having it released like in the middle of the week. And
it's being released at the beginning of the work week anyway.
Yeah, exactly. And it's very cool. Well, not very cool. It's good because Mondays for a lot of people, I think, is like the heaviest day. So having something to look forward to specifically on Mondays, I think is a very good thing.
Yeah.
So that's good. And in other news, it looks like we are closing in on 100 viewers, guys. So if you have any friends that are not looking at this right now, you should probably tell them so we can get over that 100 viewers limit, because that would be awesome. I don't think we've done that before.
I'm not sure we have either.
Not lately, anyways. So tell your friends, man. Let's break 100 viewers. That's going to be awesome. Live viewers. So cool.
Wow.
Okay, next up we have Osomian and Berkelium fixes. Thumbs up.
Mm-hmm.
No idea what it means. It doesn't say what it means, but aw, yeah.
Yeah, I would imagine that it just means Osomium and Berkelium have been updated, which kind of surprises me that he has both installed, that both needed fixes. So it's interesting.
Yeah, I thought he said that he was only doing Osomium stuff, but the Osomium developers have released a Linux version, right?
I think they have, yes.
So it doesn't really make sense at all to have Berkelium. Berkelium, is that correct? Pronunciation?
Berkelium. Either way, it's hard to say for sure.
Okay, yeah,
but
because they kind of do the same thing, don't they?
Yes, they do.
Which is, if you don't know, they're used for the user interface in Overgrowth. They display their libraries that you can use when you code to create things that can render web pages on them. And Overgrowth actually uses web pages for their user interface, which is, kind of a cool thing.
Yes. And actually, because of that, there is a web browser with inside of Overgrowth, so you can surf the web while playing your Overgrowth. And yeah,
Yeah,
it's a lot of cool stuff.
indeed.
Yeah.
So yeah, fixes to that, to those things, they actually do kind of the same thing, but Berkelium is open source, I think, and Osmium is not, if I remember correctly.
I'm not sure if Berkelium is open source, but I think it's free to use, whereas Osmium is a paid product.
Ah, I see. Yes, okay.
But also, I think Osmium has a larger development team. But they're both WebKit, meaning they're both WebKit interfaces based on sort of similar, probably open source technology.
Yeah, and WebKit, if you don't know, is a website renderer, correct?
Yes, and I think it runs HTML5 is sort of is what it does well. So it's sort of the latest and greatest HTML,
Yeah.
web browsing experience.
Cool. So next we have updated character sounds. Have you found anything about what this is, actually?
No, you know what? I did not actually look, but I will do that right now.
Because I saw this and I thought that, yeah, what is this? I really do not know what this is. So, yeah, let's see it. How long does it take for you to check that out?
I'm looking right now. So I see new grip sounds is what it is. So it's the sounds of
okay.
actually grabbing the body.
Ah, I see.
So that is what is new. So new sounds from Tapio, which are always awesome. And of course, it really does sound like you're grabbing someone.
Yeah.
So pretty cool.
It's awesome. Yep. So that's that. Nice. That's the end of the changelog. It's a very short changelog, but it's filled with awesomeness. So well done, David. Hope to see a similar one next week, or well,
later today.
Later today, yeah, or tomorrow, depending on where you live.
Yes.
So awesome.
In about 12 hours or 10 hours.
Yes. Okay, so that's the end of the weekly alpha segment. Let's move on into the community segment, where we take a look at what the community in around Wolfire has been up to as of late. First up, we have the fan art watch. So let's take a look at that. We have 2 new fan art thingies this week. Fan art, pictures, I guess. My English is escaping me today. First, we have this one made by Burninator X. He says that, another post for the 2 cool dudes at OG Weekly. This time a bit more Overgrowth related, because I put a bunny chopping a sword into another bunny's head. Nice. Overgrowth related. A bunny chopping a sword into a bunny's head. Awesome.
Awesome.
Because after all, this is the Overgrowth fan art thread. So this is my weekly routine in a comic strip type picture. Looks a tiny bit better than last time. I toyed around with auto straight lines and bendy ones and stuff. So he's playing around with the different tools in his application, which is good.
Yep.
So there you have that. It's kind of, it's always fun to see people making comic strips about Overgrowth Weekly. Something
it's kind of almost OG Weekly fan art more than Overgrowth fan art, but with an Overgrowth twist.
Yes, with an Overgrowth. I mean, it's not just Overgrowth stuff. It's Overgrowth. I mean, it's not just Overgrowth Weekly related. It's Overgrowth related as well, because there's a bunny chopping a sword into a bunny's head. Right?
Right. Yep. Exactly.
And I have exciting news. It looks like we have just broken 100 viewers. Yay! 100 viewers. Nice. Well done, guys. Thanks.
Thanks for checking it out.
And of course, we need to get back to 100 viewers several times, like in the future. So don't forget to click the follow key on Twitch TV so you're notified when we go live. I think that's very important. Well, if you like the show, that is. Otherwise, you probably shouldn't, because then you'll be like, "Why is this in my email? I hate Overgrowth Weekly." But anyways, yeah. So this one, fan art made by Burninator X. Well done, man.
Yes.
And next, we have a continuation of the comic strip created by Hunting Dog. So it's comic strip day today, I guess.
Yay.
So
I like comic strips.
Yeah, they're nice. They're nice. This one is a bit more hardcore in terms of, it's colored and all that kind of stuff, compared to his previous ones that were black and white.
Uh-huh.
So to reiterate what this story is about here, you have in the top left Super Meat Rabbit, right? And then you have what is called Penguin.
Endo Face.
Yeah.
I thought it was Endo something. I thought he was an Endo Face.
Yeah.
Did he have a name?
Face. I think it was called Penguin Don or Formal Endo or whatever. He gives it several names in the description. So
okay.
Yeah, I guess this is the last image for this comic strip. So yeah, we have Super Meat Rabbit punching. Actually, I was going to tell you what was happening before, so you understand the story here. This is very important. Okay, so the story is Super Meat Rabbit stands on top of a cliff like a hero, and then he can hear someone calling for help, and that's the first episode. Episode 2. He arrives at the location. He sees Penguin Don or Formal Endo or whatever you want to call him, which is a variation of Endo Face, who has captured Anton.
No, he's got me.
Yes, indeed. And he's like, I'm not going to release him or whatever. And then at the end of that episode...
How irrefutably obtuse.
Yes. That's what he says. Which is an awesome thing to say. I'm gonna have to incorporate that into my daily vocabulary.
Yes.
And at the end of the second episode, he basically challenges Super Meat Rabbit to a fight. And the start of this episode is that Super Meat Rabbit punches Endo Face, or Formal Endo, in the face. Formal Endo thinks that is unsatisfactory. Which sounds like an awesome factory.
Yes.
And then he takes out a weapon, points it at Super Meat Rabbit, but that doesn't do anything. And here's actually a reference to Overgrowth almost. I mean, we have seen several videos from Overgrowth where someone is kicked off a cliff or whatever to the sound, "This is Sparta!"
Yes.
So that's what he does. And Formal Endo falls off the cliff, and you shake the hand of Super Meat Rabbit. That's kind of gross, actually.
It was a little bloody, I must say. My hand's still a little wet.
Yeah, but I guess you prefer that to hanging out with Formal Endo, right?
Well, he was quite intolerant of small words with few syllables.
I see. Must have been a pain to speak with him then.
Exactly.
Yes, indeed.
Especially since half the time it didn't make any sense anyway. He was just using big words for the hell of it.
Yeah, that's kind of what Formal Endo does, I guess. He's an awesome variation on Endo Face. I like him.
He is. I agree.
Okay, so this was the final installment of the OG weekly comic strip, I guess, by Hunting Dog.
I guess so.
So nice job, Hunting Dog. We hope to see more comic strips from you in the future. Wink.
Yes. Wink, wink.
So back to the agenda we go. That was the fan art watch. Let's move on to this forum post. Actually, it's not a forum post. It's about the actual forum. So people have been discussing this for a long time, and finally they're testing it out. They are creating a modding subforum in the secret pre-order forum.
Yep.
Some people are like, yay! Other people are like, boo! But I guess we'll see how it goes, and yeah.
Yeah.
So
I'm a
far...
little half and half, I gotta admit.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. Part of me doesn't like having to search through another forum. But on the flip side, the fact that this is just about modding and levels is definitely pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah.
So
I agree. I mean, I prefer to have it like this because it makes it much easier to find what I'm looking for. Because when I'm surfing the forums, I always look for the modding and mapping threads because that's what I'm mostly interested in. I mean, we have been discussing Overgrowth for a long time. I've been following Overgrowth for several years, so I mean, those discussions, I mean, they're fine, sure, but if someone's made an awesome level, I sure as heck want to see that level before I go in talking about, I don't know, why...
how do I fight?
Yes, how do I fight, or...
Why is there no water
Yes,
in this
or
level?
why Overgrowth should have LAN multiplayer or something like that.
Yes, or help me, it's broken. I can't find config.txt.
Yes, and I will help that guy. I will. I just need to play the levels first. That's more important to me.
Exactly.
So that's very fine. When I'm surfing the Circuit Proto forum, I can be like, ooh, that modding thing up there is red. That means that there is something new and interesting to look at.
Right, which there's actually something new in there for me right now.
Yeah, me too. Cool.
Although it's actually a video that we've seen and featured before, which is Last doing his tutorial on creating terrain.
Yeah, which is awesome.
It is awesome.
Okay, so yeah, modding subforum, we'll see how it goes. Jeff was kind of like, okay, I guess we'll try and we'll see how it goes. And then he created this subforum, and yeah, we've been kind of moving threads into here and just making sure that everything is in the right place. I personally
a few of us have the power to move those, including myself and Silverfish. So if you know of a thread that needs to be moved over here that's maybe not so old and defunct that it's irrelevant, let us know and we'll fly it over to this subforum.
Yes, indeed. So you just need to post in that thread saying that you want it moved, and I'm sure some of us will see it and move it for you.
Right.
So awesome. That's the modding subforum. We'll see how it goes. I'm sure it'll go great. I like the modding subforum.
Yes. It is awesome.
And then we have the free dragging mod by Zeramulis that we showed off just recently. It's a small mini mod. It's because last week I was talking about how I wanted to throw dead rabbits at Anton. I think I even called that episode on YouTube. I named it "Throwing Dead Rabbits at Anton." So yeah, my wish has come true almost. We just need to meet up and play locally, so I can throw dead rabbits.
Yeah, just hop on over. It's only about 6,000 miles or whatever, 10,000 kilometers, whatever it is.
Yeah, I mean...
between the two of us. Yeah.
I'll pack my stuff and I'll see you in a few years.
Exactly.
So yeah, that's cool. Cool mini mod. You should download it. It's fun to play around with.
It is fun to play with. And I hope that it's updated again for this next coming mod because it's definitely worth playing with again. So
yeah, just to reiterate what it does really quickly. Grab guy, throw him, yay! Awesome. Next we have some music. We have I guess what's it called, like a cover of the Ambient 2 music track and the OG theme by none other than Blood Shard. Did you listen to these?
I did. I even commented on one of them.
So what do you think?
I think that I think it's great that people are doing covers. And in fact, there was some. He does everything by ear, so there are some things that are a little different, which I actually like, and I may borrow in the future. as some alternative harmonization.
Awesome.
So, as with a lot of things, I think that the sound quality, like the actual choice of sounds, is limited. So, there are ways that could be improved. But I like that he's playing with the arrangements, and I think that for having done it by ear, it sounds great. So I'm excited by them. Actually, I really like them a lot.
Awesome. Yeah, I like them too. I especially like the ambient 2 one, actually. I think that sounds really great.
Yeah. Yep, it does.
So yeah, listen to those if you're interested in some Overgrowth covers for music stuff. Yeah, they're cool.
Yep.
Hope to see more from Bloodshot in the future. Next we have a skin preview. Actually, it's Turninator by Last. So Last has been working on a Terminator skin for Turner, which has been dubbed Turninator by some people. I thought that was kind of cool. So
yeah, there was actually in IRC there was a little thread for a little conversation with a bunch of different names. So
awesome.
Definitely fun.
And I actually got a preview of the skin to play around with in the game. So I'm going to throw that in there and hope that it works, because I haven't had time to test it yet. So I'm pretty sure it'll work, though. I can't see why it wouldn't. Right.
Up to me if you want to leave.
Let's see. Odd.
I'm totally expecting now a big a bunch of things that Turninator would say. I want to hear some quotes.
Dude, I don't know Terminator very well, but I can try.
No.
So here we are. I'm just going to remove these AI dudes because I hate them more than life itself.
No, they want to play with you.
I'm not so sure. This guy looks pretty hardcore, man. I wouldn't want to play with him.
Nice guy whisper. Hasta la vista, Endo.
Yes. Hasta la vista, Endo, indeed. Yeah, so this is a really nice skin. It's awesome. Oh, and
it looks
on the
painful.
back as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really does feel like a Terminator skin, which is what it's supposed to do. So, very nice work. And I think this is still a work in progress, actually. So, we should see some more improvements to this. I guess maybe some more bloody stuff or something. So that's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
So I guess you could put it like this. He'll be back. There you go, man. That's my Terminator quote.
Which one?
I'll be back. He'll be back.
Oh, yeah, I'll be back. Correct.
He'll be back. Yes.
Yeah, but you need it to somehow be rabbit.
Huh?
I'll hop back, or I'll bounce back. Right.
Yes. I'll bounce back. Is that good? Bounce? Hop? I don't
bounce,
know.
hop. Yeah. Jump. I don't know.
I'll rabbit back. I'll overgrow back. Maybe he will. I don't know.
Yeah.
So that's the screen preview of Turninator by Last. Yeah. Hopefully all of you guys can play around with it soon, because it's a really cool skin.
It is. Nice work, Last.
Yes. Next up, we have the character, the Bear Clan character by Andridge. Actually, I should say that we are moving out of the community segment into the community side note segment, which is kind of like the community segment, except we take everything a bit faster, because we've kind of been through it a few times before. So we have the bear characters that Andridge is working on, who won the logo competition recently as well.
Yes, he did.
And new for this week is these two images showing off the eyes and teeth that he apparently took from the wolf model that Aubrey had made. And yeah, I think they fit very well.
They do fit pretty well. The teeth are very Vicious looking.
Yes, which
Yeah.
which is good. They're supposed to be vicious looking. The
Yep.
freaking bare teeth, man. Awesome.
Awesome.
But
Looking
yeah,
great, Andridge. Can't wait to see this character finally released.
yes, true that. So that was that character by Andridge. Nice job, man, so far. Hope to see more. Next we have a mod. We have the Blood and No Death mods by Last. Last has been... He's keeping updating his Blood mods and his No Death mods. This time though, it looks like you either have to have the Blood and the No Death mod, or only the Blood mod. You can't have only the No Death mod. Which is a cunning... what do you say? A cunning, cunning trick from him. No. Like, ooh, you want the no death mod? Oh, then I guess you'll have to install my blood mod as well. And then you're like, ooh, this is awesome. And then you'll be introduced to the blood mod or something.
Yep.
I'm sure that isn't the case, though. Maybe he just wants to not have to release 3 different mods every time. Because that's
Right.
kind of...
I think, yeah, it is. What I was also going to say is that I know that he's talking about putting some key switches into the mod so that you can have the mod installed but turn different portions of it on and off by pressing different keys. So it may actually become simpler for him to just release one mod and you can turn off which functions you like and don't like.
Yes, that would be the best, actually. He could maybe use like the numpad or something like that for all of its functions. I don't think those are used for anything.
Yeah, that
But
could be.
I'm sure he'll figure something out.
Yeah, or I think even a menu with checkboxes would be kind of cool.
Yeah, well, isn't there some kind of problem with that right now, though?
Yeah, someone had issues with it where they weren't able to reference different scripts from it or something like that, but if you are able to just reference one script and you can just turn on and off things in that one script, it seems like it should work, but I could be wrong. I'm just saying I think that using a menu would be better than having to try and memorize different keys, but that's just me.
Yes, it would indeed be better. So let's hope for the menu. Let's hope for the menu, man. That would be cool. So anyways,
Yeah.
the blood mod and the no death mod by Last. Nice work updating that. Next we have, of course, learn_more's weekly script dump, which now that it has, now that we have the modding forum, it has its own little topic. So that's cool to see. So this is a development tool that you can use to see what you can do when you're scripting for Overgrowth. You have a list of all the functions you can call and stuff like that. So really useful for scripters.
Yep.
And next we have Zramuli's linear level kit that was just updated for Alpha 1.5.2.
Nice.
This is the mod that allows you to create linear levels by adding checkpoints and death surfaces, I guess, to the game. So if you stand on a checkpoint surface and then you die, you'll respawn at the checkpoint. If you stand on a death surface, you will die, of course. So this is a very useful mod. It adds some extra tools for the mappers, so it's really cool to see.
It's a great mod.
Yeah.
I'm very happy with it.
Yeah, it's really awesome. And then we have this video by Garabaldi. He calls it just Overgrowth. It is a video showing off some Overgrowth gameplay, some fighting. Actually some awesome fighting, so I can recommend you take a look at this video. It's really cool.
Yeah, he actually does some really good job against multiple characters, so definitely watch it and see. You can maybe pick up some of the techniques that he uses. If this is the video I'm thinking it is, which it looks like it is.
Yeah, it is, I'm pretty sure. So check that out. Awesome video. And next we have another video by by GCYLO on the forums called Rubber Body Slingshot. Luckily he himself is not called Rubber Body Slingshot, that would be kind of weird. And in this video he shows off a pretty cool bug you can do yeah, it's a rubber body slingshot. So what you do is you load up this level, Impressive Mountains, and then you kill a rabbit and you put him on the ice here. And then you run towards him and grab him with the right key and you'll like be flung away. It's pretty awesome. Whee!
Nice.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome, man.
It is pretty awesome.
So there you go. There's a fun bug you can try out. So thanks to what was his name again? GCYLO on the forums for bringing that bug into light. I mean, hopefully it'll be fixed, but still, hopefully it might not be fixed for next week's alpha, so you guys can check it out.
Definitely.
And that's the end of the community side note segment.
Let's actually, we'll cover one more thing that I didn't mention to you before we started. And we saw it when you were looking in the modding sub forum. I've actually updated my menu mod, so there's now 6 new levels. So if you're using it, use Aaron's updater and update your main menu mod, and you can have 6 more levels.
Nice. Let's see. Do you have a post here? Yes. Just an update that I added 6 new maps today. Suxors, the Gate of Alisand. You do not suck, Suxors, just so you know. You're awesome. And then we have Zrambulis, first 4 Luguri challenges. And we have Adwuga's ASAP's challenge.
Yep.
And of course you can use the program made by Samus Aran 3, the updater for this mod. He actually coded a program that updates this mod. So this program basically downloads a big load of maps to your computer and that you can then play. Like, it's awesome. Right. This is almost every single map created for Overgrowth for a very long time back. So if you want to have some custom maps for Overgrowth, this is the mod to download.
Yep. It's actually currently 47 community-made maps at the moment. So we're 3 maps away from the big 50 maps. So, awesome. But I'm only updating the version of it where you use Aaron's downloader for the moment. I will probably update the main download again, but his installation tool is much cleaner than than trying to do it by hand every time, especially for updating. Then you only have to update the changes and not the full installation. So I highly recommend using his little software. That it runs in Java, so it runs on Mac and Windows, and when there's a Linux version, it should run on Windows as well. So
Linux.
Yeah, be sure to check it out.
Yes, indeed. And I'm just showing off the actual program right here. It's very, very simple. You just open up the program, locate your Overgrowth exe file, and then you open it, and then you hit start, and it'll start, checking for files that have changed and download any that are missing and so on. So really, really awesome mod.
Yeah. So
awesome.
And it makes it really easy for me to keep this this mod up to date. So yeah, be sure to I will update both the original thread and I'll make an update whenever I update levels, and then you just run the program and it should fix things for you. So yeah, it should be cool. Yeah.
So I'm going to add, if you're watching this in the archives, and the archives have been constructed, yeah, it's going to happen. You're going to be able to have arrows right here and in the 44 thing, and you'll be able to change to like previous episodes and stuff. It's in the works. I want it out as soon as possible. It might be out during next week. I'm going to push really hard to make that happen. But anyways, if you're watching it there, you will see this mod pop up right at the end here. So that makes sense. At the end of the community side note segment. And next we have, as I was saying before, that brings us out of the community side note segment and into the news segment. And there's not a whole lot of news this week. Because David has been really quiet on the tweet front. But we can say that the Humble Frozen Synapse bundle is now over, and they have some final statistics here 231,805 bundles sold for a total of 1,115,495.91 dollars.
And congratulations.
Yes, indeed. Congratulations for those awesome numbers, man.
Yep. That's amazing.
It keeps going well for these humble bundles, man. It's awesome
Yeah.
to see.
Yeah, I'm really excited for the Humble team, for the Humble Bundle team, and excited to see where they keep going with this, because they're, they have an amazing following now, and they have a lot of potential to really make a difference for indie gamers. So
Yeah.
awesome.
Hope to see more of these bundles in the future. And as we talked about last week, they're hiring people right now and stuff, so we probably are going to see more bundles in the future, is my guess at least.
Yep.
And when I say more, I mean more as in more frequent bundles. Of course, we're going to see more bundles, but yeah.
Yes, I agree with you.
Yes, and that is the end of the agenda. And that also then marks the end of Overgrowth Weekly number 44. So if you haven't already, you should go to ogweekly.com. You can see the links here to the Steam community group to follow that group, and you have the YouTube channel right there. You should subscribe to the YouTube channel and follow me on Twitter. But I think the most important one is that you should hit the follow key on twitch.tv/ogweekly so you get updated whenever we go live. If you are interested in those kinds of things. I don't know why you would be that, though.
Because we're awesome.
Yeah, we are awesome. That's a pretty good reason, actually.
Because you want to get all of your Overgrowth news for the week.
Yeah, that is why you should do that.
Exactly.
But anyways, thanks everyone for watching, and we'll see you guys next week, man.
See you guys.
See ya.